life will give you opportunities, but you need to be ready to notice them. So most people believe that luck is 100% chaos. And yeah, there is randomness in luck, but luck has a hidden structure that often people don't notice. And this hidden structure is nothing but your attention system. Now, think to your attention like a spotlight. Wherever the light goes, your reality starts materializing. You notice what you are actively trying to find. So, if you use your spotlight to find opportunities, you are more likely to find opportunities. If instead you don't use your spotlight in a wise way, you might have opportunities in front of you, but you might not be able to notice them because you're focused on random stuff. This is kind of ironic. Most people don't have an opportunity problem, they have an attention problem. And I'm not saying that opportunities aren't random. They are random. But even though they are random, they exist only for those who believe they exist in the first place. If you don't even believe they exist, you won't even try to look for them. Your attention system notices what it's actively looking for. Now, let me give you an analogy. Let's say you are looking for your keys in your house. You just can't find them. So what you'll do in this case is just looking for the keys and ignoring all the rest. You won't pay attention to the furniture in your house, to any other object in your house, because in that moment you just care about your keys. You don't care about all the rest. So you will care about the 0.0001% of the whole house, and you will ignore the rest, because right now you just care about the keys. But this is only an analogy. Now let's say that your house is not your house, but it's reality itself. And let's say that your keys are not your keys, but they are literally anything you can pay attention to, and this can mean opportunities or problems, or literally anything else you can imagine. You will find in your reality what you are trying to look for. And this is not to say that if you look for opportunities, problems will disappear, or the opposite. I'm just saying that your attention system works in a way where it's trying to look for what you care about. So basically, we could even say that your whole life is not reality itself, but it's the specific aspects of reality that you notice every single second you live. And I know that this sounds deep, but it's truly how it is. Every second, you're just looking at a tiny part of reality, and this will be your perceived experience. All the rest still exists, but you are ignoring it, and you are caring just about a tiny part of reality. So let's come back to our spotlight analogy, and let's see why focus becomes luck. So let's say that you are pointing your spotlight to a specific point. Now some people, and most people I would say nowadays, are just distracted, which means they continuously reset their spotlight. They can't stay focused on a specific part of reality. They just randomly try to move their spotlight around, because they hope and they think that they will catch more opportunities by doing so. But it's actually the opposite, because opportunities, these tiny red circles, are random. And the best way to make sure that you catch one of those is not to move your spotlight too often, because when you are distracted, you just don't notice what's in front of you. You're just caring about too much stuff. When you instead leave your spotlight in one specific part of your reality, meaning you just care about specific aspects of your reality, you will catch opportunities and patterns. Patterns and opportunities are random, but they emerge only when you focus on the right things. The right things are just different for every person. I'm just saying, don't try to reset your spotlight too often, otherwise you won't catch opportunities. Opportunities are only there for those who are waiting for them, who believe they exist in the place they are right now. Because otherwise, if you just randomly move your spotlight, you will just be too distracted to even notice them. A YouTuber going viral, a scientist discovering something crazy, an entrepreneur randomly making it. You can interpret any of those like randomness, or you can apply this mental model that we have just seen. So the YouTuber going viral can be just about luck, or the YouTuber might have spent years refining the way he talks to the camera. He might have spent years refining his personality, his editing skills, anything that might help him to achieve that. And so when he actually achieves that, people only notice the external result, the success, the overnight success. They don't notice the reps that he put into his craft. They don't realize that he has focused on the right things for years. And then he had opportunities. A scientist discovering something crazy. It might just be randomness, or he might have stared at the same question for longer than anyone else. The same goes for the entrepreneur. From the outside, it just seems luck, but he might have failed so many projects that making it was just the only possibility right now, because he had spent so many years focusing on that succeeding was just a matter of time. There's a quote by Seneca that I absolutely love, and it goes like this: luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Meaning, we all need opportunities. You can't do anything without opportunities, but you have to be prepared to welcome opportunities in your life. If you are not ready to handle opportunities, you won't make anything great. And this goes for everything. When you focus on the right stuff, patterns and opportunities start to emerge. Don't you dare talking about focus when someone has dedicated years of his life to something. When he actually makes it, it's just a natural consequence of focusing obsessively on something for years, which is something that not many people do nowadays. By the way, guys, I really hope to be this guy right here who randomly goes viral. So if you want to help me do that, just subscribe to the channel. It really helps. Thank you. So please stop being weak and stop saying he was lucky. Start saying he was focused enough to notice what other people, including me, didn't notice, what they ignored. You attract what you think about, but it's actually much simpler. You care about something. Let's say you care about B, and you don't care about A, C, D, even E. You don't care about all the rest, you just care about these. Then whenever you look at reality, it will be much easier for you to notice B and to ignore all the rest. But this will be true for you, because if another person doesn't care about anything, he doesn't just care, he just randomly looks at the world. He won't see the world like that. B won't be as clearly visible as it is for you, since you care about B. What they will see will be like that. They will still be able to notice B, but in a much harder way. When you care about something, it's much easier to notice that thing in your reality. That's why you have to care about something in the first place. You have to believe there are opportunities in the world in order for you to notice opportunities in your world. Then you also need random luck, okay? But if you're not even ready to welcome them in your life, and if you don't even care about them, you won't find them. So people talk about luck, but let's deconstruct this concept a little bit. So basically the world is chaos, meaning billion of random events colliding with each other. And there's no doubt about that. But then you have two ways to see all of this. You can just see noise, like most people do, and end up in a passive or victimistic way to approach randomness. So these people just can see any pattern. They just see the noise of randomness. On the other hand, there are individuals who actively seek patterns. And when you look for patterns, you sometimes make mistakes, but at least you do more informed decisions in your reality, because you notice more patterns And this means you try to make predictions about events. And when you do so, your actions just have better results. And this leads to what people call luck. And there is randomness to this. This is the beginning. But then it's just about how you see randomness. You can either say that it's completely out of your hands, or you can try to notice patterns. And if you do so, you will achieve results. If you don't, you might as well achieve them, but you wouldn't even believe it was in your hands. It will just feel like someone gave it to you from above. To see differently is to see better, because you notice what other people don't notice. And when you notice what other people don't notice, you do things that other people usually don't do. And when you do things that people usually don't do, you achieve things that people don't usually achieve. This is how luck works. It is randomness combined with your perception of randomness. And by the way, since this whole channel is about flow state, I have to tell you that pattern recognition is a fundamental part of entering a flow state. When you are in a flow state, you are much more likely to notice patterns. And this makes sense because noticing patterns requires focus, pure, undivided focus. So if you just want me to make a full video on pattern recognition, I'll just make it. Just comment down below and I'll just record it. So let's conclude the video with this law. This summarizes the whole video. So luck is made by focus multiplied by time. What does it mean? It means that the more you focus on something, the more likely you are to get lucky. And the more time you invest focusing on something, the more likely you are to get lucky. So this means that focus directs probability, because you are more likely to notice what you're actively trying to notice. But then, the longer you do this, the more likely you are to get lucky. This makes sense, right? And if you don't like math, because I don't like it too, we can just say that lucky people just protect their focus more and for longer than other people. This is it. Luck is just about protecting your focus. This is what I help people doing in my coaching program. I just help them to protect their focus, to build a lifestyle where they just can focus and direct their attention on what matters to them, which will make them more lucky. Focus is not just about productivity. It's truly about your destiny, because you can't control external events, but you can control what you notice. And to control what you notice, you have to control where you direct your attention. This is your greatest asset. So if you just want help with that, you can comment down below the word flow and I'll just send you more details. Or even better, you can DM me on X the word flow state and I'll just send you more details on that. And in case you want more from me, you can check out my X or my newsletter for daily or weekly psychology tips to just do all of these. And if you love what I do, just subscribe to the channel. It really helps. Thank you. And as usual, I'll see you in the next one.